Nithyanandam. Hi, I'm Ma Nithyananda Swami. I'm a sannyasi in the Nithyananda order, led by His Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda. In this video clip, I just wanted to touch on a statement Swamiji made at a live living Sadashivaham process class, which is available only to Inner Awakening graduates. If you want to know more about what Inner Awakening is, please visit innerawakening.org. So this class is meant for people who have taken that program and are seeking to expand their evolution, their spiritual progress. And Swamiji made a statement yesterday where he said, "My vision for humanity is me." And he wanted us to think about these statements, really internalize from the depth what these statements mean. When Swamiji uttered these words, it took me down a thought pattern, a thought current, where I remembered having a similar feeling when I was reading Swamiji's Guaranteed Solutions book. And I'll just read you an excerpt from there. This was the first book, and I mentioned it in a previous video, where Swamiji talks about the 7 chakras, how they get blocked, and how you can open them and clear them. And this book I read so voraciously. I was just so into it. And there's something he said that really stuck with me, that kind of led me on my path. He said, "Understand that masters live in their mission more than in their body. Only 30% of their energy is in their body. The remaining 66% is in their mission and teachings. That is the kind of responsibility they've taken up. I always tell people that I get my energy from my movement, not from the food that I eat. Masters never take up birth to fulfill any karma or unfulfilled desires in themselves, because they don't have any karma to be fulfilled. They take birth out of sheer compassion, sheer love, to kindle divinity in people. Masters live more in their words and movement than in their body. That is why I always tell you to drop my form and become sensitive to the energy in my mission instead. But what do? You try to keep holding my elbow all the time, instead of doing my work, which is your flowering. You tag behind me, wanting to be around me all the time. You never understand when I say this to you. Understand that when you do the work of a divine mission, you are doing 2 things. One is meditation for your own spiritual growth, and the second is service to society, which is the greatest responsibility. The second is only a byproduct. The transformation that happens in you while you are doing the work is the actual mission of transforming you. So just take on responsibility with joy. You will feel selfless love growing in you. The whole world will become your family. When you are confronted with seemingly high responsibilities, simply nod your head to them. Mere nodding without resistance is enough. The rest will be taken care of by existence." So this struck me as very similar to what Swamiji stated yesterday, that he is his mission. And Swamiji has been talking a lot about this concept of Advaita or oneness. And thousands of people are manifesting Shaktis because they're experiencing this oneness. So I was having this question that, Swamiji says, making this oneness the way you think, the way you live your life. It's not just a concept. It's not just an idea. It's not just for, moving objects or coconuts. It's for literally the strategy behind your life. But I was actually struggling with this question. In fact, one of the previous exercises Swamiji had us pen down was, write down all your blind spots and see how you can find a solution from the 4 tattvas and the science of completion. And whatever is left, that's something we still need to look into. So one thing that I was not able to answer or come to a real conclusion is how I don't feel I knew how to work from the space of oneness. It seemed like a riddle, like I know I've experienced oneness, but how to make that into day-to-day, almost every moment experience. Because Swamiji is saying it, then it means it's possible. So yesterday's discourse during the LSP process literally answered the question for me. Like, I feel Swamiji was just like, heard my question and he answered it so sweetly. And it gave me a way to actually practice and cognize this oneness for accomplishing what I want to accomplish in life, which is whatever mission work I'm working on, and manifesting powers. So, and like he said yesterday, he hasn't actually defined what is oneness. I mean, he's shown us and we've all experienced it, but we probably all would describe it a little bit different way, how we get into the space of oneness, what we feel in the space of oneness. But yesterday he left no doubt. He is his mission. When you fall in love with his mission and vision, you are in love with him. It is something beyond the form. It includes the form, but it's beyond the form. So this kind of brought me to the inspiration I had when I was first learning about Swamiji, like first reading this Guaranteed Solutions book, first taking his programs, where immediately when he said, I'm in my, when you do my work, I'm with you, those lines went into me like a direct sutra. I just knew when I was doing his work, whether I was in New York City, whether I didn't see him, I just knew that he's with me. I knew it will give me the energy I need to do anything in my life. So that clarity was something that drove me through my life even till today. And I can see where times I've actually lost that clarity, or something I forgot, or became something fuzzy. And it was just so beautiful when yesterday Swamiji made these statements. I'll go into some other of the statements in different videos. It really answered my question, and it kind of rekindled that foundation which so beautifully I was able to grasp when I was, almost 7 years ago. So I just wanted to thank Swamiji for, answering this question so directly and so timely. And I hope all of you, are seeing all the sharings about these teachings and getting to understand that there's something really huge happening in our Sangha. And I hope all of you tune into more YouTube videos. I have a few playlists on this channel. You go to youtube.com/Nithyananda TV. You'll see all of Swamiji's amazing videos available for you. And again, visit innerawakening.org. That's when your real inner awakening happens. So thank you for giving me this time to share. And I hope to see some comments from you or any questions. So again, thank you so much. Nithyanandam.